See, a great example of that too on like a modern-ish property is something like Burn Notice, where you have a main character as Michael Weston, who's the
Ah,
main spy.
right.
Then he has a sidekick who's his girlfriend, who at first is like an enemy, but then she becomes like the partner. And then you have the older character, Bruce Camp. Bruce Camp. Bruce Campbell, that is, like the quippy and like the one that helps him accomplish everything that he needs to accomplish. I think that was, he ran for like 7 seasons, and he was.
How many different properties have we, like, bits of content have we made with Hans where he brings up fucking Bird Notice? Like, it's been on Civic TV. It's been he brought up Bird Notice on my podcast. He brought up Bird Notice, I think, almost every time we've been here on this podcast together. The guy just fucking loves Bird Notice.
I think there's a
You know,
picture in our group chat of him like holding the entire series on DVD.
you know those girls
Yeah.
that make like The Office their entire identity? It's that, but it's Bird Notice.
It's a shame that that show was before memes. Otherwise, I have a folder full of just them looking stoic, and then just, I don't know, something
Like
quippy.
impact font on the bottom.
Yeah.
But you're not wrong. So sort of like entourages are like everything now, right? Like entourage films are all over the place, and there's so many different aspects of the lone wolf or the buddy setup that are just sort of like taken out and gone. Remember before, things like Lethal Weapon, things like Die Hard, a lot of those films were based around a core incident that was going to happen. One thing, we're going to blow up this building, we're going to blow up this city block, we're going to rob a bank truck, or whatever the fuck it is, and it was a lot more contained. You know, you could imagine a dude 30 miles away has no fucking idea what's going on.
Right.
This dude, not a hero to me, just some random fucking cops, some dumb bullshit, shadow organization, right? Nobody knows about it. Now it's very much like, oh, fucking Super Core, the massive conglomerate that everybody knows about, is doing this thing. There's a mega bad guy. There's not a secret syndicate with, levels and different things like that and complexity. It's just there's a bad guy. He has goons. You have to go through the goons to get to the bad guy, and then there's a standoff with the bad guy, and it's over. Like, I get that I'll probably give Snowpiercer a lot of credit for using that formula in its setting, but at the same time, when you take that formula and you keep inserting it into the modern action over and over and over with the entourage thing, it's just to me, I look back to things, even when we were talking about Heat not too long ago, like just one thing going on in one location is so much more interesting than, except I said this is a bit of a tangent, this buddy concept is like lost on TV as well. And it's, I mean, we get to like the Lethal Weapon TV show where they have the same thing in it, where there's all these other people that like help them do things in these scenarios, and it's like it's not really Lethal Weapon. So they also succumb not just to the 90s the 90s action, but remember Die Hard fucking 17 or whatever it is had a 60-year-old Bruce Willis jumping out of a helicopter onto a jet as the jet went by, and then off of that into a car. Like, it's way out of fucking whack with the actual original versions of these movies are. But they have to do it if they want to keep people, I guess, going back to watch those original two, because they just get lost. They just get lost otherwise.
You should watch Suits, Jerry.
I haven't seen Suits.
I love that. That's your big takeaway from his spiel.
Suits.
Just there is, you should watch Suits.
Suits, yeah. It's every story is very contained. There's like an underlying story about him being caught up as like not a real lawyer, but
I hate
really
that guy's moles. That dude has some disgusting moles all over his face. It's really gross. It makes that show unwatchable.
The main guy, yeah, Gabriel.
He's got moles all down his face
or something like that. Yeah,
I can't take that man seriously.
Suits was another show that I watched for way too long. I think it's still going, but I watched like 7 seasons of it or 6 seasons of it, and I was like, why am I still? Why? It's just, oh, it's a new season, cool. And then I would start watching it and I'd just be like, this is really bad. Like, this is really dumb. Why am I still watching it? But did you see him, Gabriel
I
Max?
see him, and I'm just what sucks is the joke in my head is like the second or third Austin Powers, where I'm thinking of Laura as just being like mole. Oh, hey, how are you doing, mole? Over and
Mole,
over,
mole,
just
mole.
saying.
Yeah.
He meets him, and he every time he goes to speak to this actor, he's like, "Oh, my name's Gabriel Macht. I'm gonna get you a show on fucking NBC, Laura. It's a pleasure meeting you." And you're like, "Oh yeah, it's a pleasure moling you too."
Yeah.
Yeah, he's disgusting.
Yeah. This is an anti-mole podcast. Let me cover mine. Because I do have a gross mole.
You're gonna have to get that removed if we do any sequels to Mass State Lottery. You know, like Tom Holland, he had a real thick mole on his nose that he got removed to play Spider-Man, which was the right move.
Oh,
yeah,
really?
absolutely.
Well, I used to scratch it off when I was a little boy, but it just keeps coming.
It just comes back bigger each time.
Yeah,
that's not a mole. That's a tumor, Hans. That's
it's facial cancer. You know, it's karma for making fun of fucking Roger Ebert's goofy face so many times.
Well, okay, so the one last, I guess, little point on this kind of like tangent that I was running on is that one of the problems with entourage settings nowadays, which I guess is the thing I'm going to be talking about the whole fucking time, I'll get off of this, is that everybody requires a massive paycheck, right? Because they're all kind of, they feel like they're a part of the main cast, right? So they all require a larger paycheck than if you just had two people and filling this role. And that then creates different pods of friendships, right? Different levels of chemistry between different people in your entire cast. Where when you have Lethal Weapon, Mel Gibson and Danny Glover trained together for 2 months every day in martial arts with like fucking Hoy and Gracie and shit. Like they spent their time together for 2 months, just two dudes, right? Whether it was every day or whether it was for fucking 2 hours every other day, they were around each other a lot before shooting the film. So by the time, whether they already had some natural chemistry or not, because that's how you cast films, by the time they actually on set with each other, they're fucking homies and they understand each other's range. They understand the yes and they need to do whenever they're doing their own little improv scene. They understand how to let somebody execute their line when the good cutoff point is. Like they know each other really well. So the on-screen chemistry, I mean, yeah, I said this before, sure, you can just cast a buddy film and put it out there, but you get to a point where maybe the economy behind acting right now and the way things are cast means that you can't really get that real buddy chemistry like that as you could 1986 getting fucking Danny Glover and Mel Gibson together. You know, I think it's a lot different and a lot harder.
Definitely agree. What do you guys think that any of the sequels are worthwhile? Because I would probably say that the second Lethal Weapon film is pretty close in terms of quality to that first movie, and then 3, they kind of lose me, and then by 4, I'm enjoying it, but it doesn't feel like, because of what you were saying, they have to update the the software, I guess, to fit the modern era. And then all of a sudden you have Chris Rock cracking jokes, and you do have Jet Li as the bad guy, and I don't know. It starts to feel
right. Don't they add a girl?
Well, Rene Russo is introduced in the third movie, and she is a member of their team or whatever by the fourth movie.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever seen the fourth, but just by seeing the cover where there's like a girl in the cover, it's like this girl was not in this before, so it's like very Karate Kid 4 or 3.
Well, no, she doesn't replace one of the cops. She's just there. She's just love interest
in the show. Or in
What's
the
the third
movie.
with
Yeah.
what's her name? Boys Don't Cry. Bringing it
Hilary
back to Boys
Swank.
Don't Cry. Elizabeth. Yeah,
Well, hold on.
Hillary
Elizabeth.
What
Yeah,
Swank
were you gonna say?
in the
Lisa
next
Vanderpump?
Karate Kid.
Who are you gonna say?
Wait, yeah,
Elizabeth.
what is
Elizabeth
that?
something. I don't know. I don't know.
Elizabeth Taylor? What?
Elizabeth. Yeah, that's a Karate
So
Kid 3.